2017 BMW i8 review. The 2017 BMW i8 is a stunning coupe with gull-wing doors that hides a slew of advanced technology, though the design may render its energy-efficient plug-in hybrid powertrain all but irrelevant. The 2017 BMW i8 was 8 coupe will draw crowds of gawkers for its exterior looks, which may obscure the importance of its plug-in hybrid powertrain and advanced structure, the onlookers taking selfies with its striking birdwing doors as they pivot up and away beyond. The roofline ought to be equally admiring of BMW's technical wizardry, offered in 3 trim levels, known as Mega World, Giga World, and Terra World. The i8 is a unique package of advanced technology and stunning design. For 2017, the only change is the addition of a vivid Protonic Red edition, the first hot color added to the palette of white, gray, black, and other muted tones. This even more noticeable version of the i8 has accents in frozen gray, specially polished silver wheels, and various trim embellishments that include red upholstery highlights, gray seatbelts, and a few special edition labels. For once, the electrifying eye candy phrase in the i8's marketing isn't much of a stretch. It earns a 7.6 on our overall scale thanks to its stunning design and equally stunning fuel economy numbers. Comfort isn't the i8's first mission, and we are not in love with its sky-high price either. Read more about how we rate cars, styling and performance from the front. The BMW i8's design has traditional Twinkie knee grills, but elements unique to the BMW i sub-brand provide most of its flair, including startling wing-like fins at the rear, a groove between the upper and lower rear bodywork, and bright blue trim accents in some colors. The 20-inch wheels and tires are a bit larger than most competitors, but give the i8 a taut look. Inside, ultra-modern lines blend with more recognizable components and switches from other BMWs. Unusual materials include reclaimed wood veneer and fabrics with recycled fiber content. Both front occupants sit low, with a floating instrument pod in front of the driver. The 2 nominal rear seats are useless for anything but a backpack or 2. We found the i8's highly contoured lightweight seats comfortable for most occupants, though the tall tunnel for the battery pack forms a large divider between them. Design aside, it's the running gear and body construction that make the i8 unique. When's the last time such a stunning coupe came with a 3-cylinder engine, or a charging cord to plug it into the wall? The stated mission is to respond to the world's need for a new era of sustainable performance, BMW says. The most high-tech features may be the car's construction. In fact, the body shell is built of carbon fiber reinforced plastic, and is attached to an aluminum rolling chassis that absorbs crash energy and carries the powertrain. That powertrain comprises 2 separate pieces, one per axle. Up front, an electric motor powers the wheels, fed by a liquid gold lithium-ion battery pack with a usable energy capacity of about 5 kWh. At the rear, a Hick output turbocharged 3-cylinder drives the rear wheels, making the i8 almost a mid-engine vehicle. It can run solely on electricity, as a sporty hybrid, or with both operating together for maximum performance. It's known as a through-road hybrid, with each mode of propulsion coordinated via control software but not mechanically connected, even when they are used together for maximum performance or to provide all-wheel drive. BMW's 1.5-liter 3-cylinder engine is now showing up in a variety of vehicles, mostly minis, but the i8 had it first, and it still has the most powerful version. It's rated at 228 horsepower and 236 pound-feet of torque, and it drives the rear wheels through a 6-speed automatic transmission. The front electric motor is rated at 96 kilowatts, 131 horsepower, and 184 lb-ft of torque. It can power the car alone at speeds up to 75 miles per hour. The i8's all-electric range is among the lowest for plug-in hybrids, but while the EPA rates it at 15 miles, BMW says its Max E-mode setting, which dials down the fun quotient, may provide up to 22 miles. On the other end of the scale, it provides a sort of boost that adds to engine torque in the high-performance sport mode. Driving settings and modes abound, in fact, as well as 3 driving modes: Max E-mode, Comfort, and Sport. An Eco Pro function can be overlaid on the first 2, raising energy efficiency and range by capping acceleration and other energy uses. Comfort, Safety, and features the default comfort mode. It uses each powertrain or both in a more efficient manner, running essentially as a hybrid once the battery is depleted. When running as a gasoline hybrid, the BMW i8 gets a fuel efficiency rating of 28 mpg. Decent for a high-performance sport coupe, the EPA rates the i8 at 76 mpg when running on electric power only. mpg, or miles per gallon equivalent, measures the distance a car can travel on the amount of energy contained in 1 gallon of gasoline. In daily use, the i8 can motor silently around town at lower speeds in all-electric mode. On the highway, its normal mode is an effective and efficient hybrid, and if the driver opts for sport mode, it gets louder and quicker, storming up hills and around bends in a sort of supercar-like fashion. It's most comfortable as a touring car, and it's not an all-out track racer. For 2017, the BMW i8 starts at more than $140,000, including a mandatory $995 delivery and handling fee. That puts it into a rarefied sector of costly two-seat performance cars. Last year, BMW has received federal approval to offer the world's first laser headlights as an optional replacement for the standard LED headlights. They're stunningly good, giving as close to a daylight spread of distance vision as we've ever seen in a car. Do more than a small handful of six-figure sport coupe buyers even care about fuel efficiency and sustainability? We think the BMW i8 would sell just as well if it were powered by coal, but its advanced technology, innovative materials, and lightweight make it a high-tech icon. We suspect the company will sell every one of them it can make. Styling: the BMW i8 is simply one of the most stunning cars we know of, both stylish and original. Pretty much everyone who sees it loves it. The 2017 BMW i8 is now in its 4th model year, but anyone who sees it for the first time still goes with it and assumes you're some kind of awesome celebrity. Its shape is that of a classic sport coupe, but the details make it stand out. Drive one, and you'll be swamped by selfie-taking onlookers and a barrage of questions. We think the look will be remarkable for years to come. It looks great, inside and out, and is exceptional in our eyes. The i8 A-Star styling test. Read more about how we rate cars. BMW took a low, fastback profile with short overhangs and turned it up to 11 by adding wing doors, known in German as Flügeltür, that hinge from the windshield pillar and swing upwards. Open the doors, front hood, and rear decklid, and the i8 takes on almost a raptor shape, looking as though it's about to swoop from the sky and grab a small child or two for lunch. Its details are those of the BMW i sub-brand styling language. The shape is sculpted to emphasize its horizontal lines. Despite a fairly tall tail and slip-sided panels behind the rear wheel arches, the body wraps tautly around all 20-inch wheels, and BMW quotes a drag coefficient of 0.26, within a couple of points of the low end of the scale. Groove between upper and lower bodywork becomes apparent as the waistline of the car sweeps back across the tops of the rear fenders. A unique pair of narrow fins trail all the way from the roof rail to the back edges of the deck lid, which wraps over them to form an open tunnel on each side. As the car's upper body narrows toward the rear, it's an effect found on no other car in the world, and futuristic in a way that no other brand has even attempted. It's all in the service of lowering aerodynamic drag, which consumes more energy above 30 miles per hour than propelling the car does. The i8 is far from monochromatic. Bright blue accents highlight the BMW face of Twinkie Negro openings. The parts of the i8's front, rear, and door sills that aren't body color are shiny piano black. Those accents may sound visually cacophonous, but it all hangs together remarkably well, and ensures you'll never mistake the i8 for any other vehicle. Though it's appropriately functional and intuitive, the i8's interior is far less avant-garde. The dash layout is predictable, since the raw fiber-impregnated plastic and unvarnished open-pore wood surfaces of its i3 little brother. Despite distinctive touches, the cowl over the instrument cluster behind the wheel has an open top. For instance, the i8 is much more recognizable as a BMW from behind the wheel than is the almost Scandinavian austerity of the little i3's cabin. The blue accents even extend to a delightful, optional, set of bright blue seat belts and the LED lighting inside the cabin. The i8's layered dashboard design and floating center screen nod to the i3, But they won't startle buyers of the more expensive conventional BMWs. Upholstery in the test car we drove was a nice mix of ivory and black leather, with matte silver accents that judiciously highlight character lines that sweep through the dash to give it visual flair. As expected for a six-figure price tag, the black soft touch plastic ZO